Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well. Here are my full-time thoughts on West Ham 1, Bristol City 1 in the FA Cup third round game at the London Stadium. As always guys, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website where you can purchase some really nice retro gear guys, as you can see from the icon that's up here, along with track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts made by Admiral and Umbro, so go check those out. Any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, as I always say guys, will be sending on to the charity Iron Supporting Food Banks. They're based in the Newham area and they're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter to help put food on the tables for those who have been really struggling over the last 4 to 5 years. So guys, go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt. You'll be saving yourself a few quid in comparison to the club shop, and you'll be helping those less fortunate than you and I. So before we start talking about the team sheet guys, it was absolute bedlam to try and get into the London Stadium for kickoff. It really was. I know there's a lot of new people that weren't there, so they weren't really aware of how long it would take to get into the ground, but I was queuing up from quarter to 2 and it took 20 minutes to get in. It was ridiculous, and not just myself, it was all of the gates. So hopefully next time when we do the Europa games, we're not going to see that much ridiculousness. But then again, that's going to be during the week, so it's slightly different, and potentially we're not going to be in the next round. But guys, let's talk about the team sheet. In goal is Fabianski with Soufal, Mavropanos and Zuma and Emerson as well. Souček and Alvarez in the defensive midfield positions, with Ward-Prowse, Fornals and Paquetá in the midfield supporting Boeing up front by the looks of it. So, but I have been able to see the highlights, guys, because as I say, it took me 20 minutes and I didn't see Bowen's goal. But nice little 1-2 between Emerson and Paquetá with a hoof ball up to Bowen. He takes a couple of touches, one on each foot, and slams it into the back of the net with his left foot with about that much to spare. It was a brilliant goal, and very happy for us to be up in 5 or 6 minutes on the clock. Very happy with that. However, Paquetá should not have played. He really shouldn't have done, because he went off injured 6-7 minutes later. You know, and Divine Mubama came on instead. Now, I have issue with Mubama's performance. The majority of it, he did a great ball in the first half over to Bowen to roll it over the how do they call it in American football? What is it? The side pitch pass or whatever it was, literally from one side of the pitch to the other. Very good pass to it, but he bumbled it. Bowen just kind of lost possession unfortunately. You know, looking at the highlights, you know, Paquetá, Bowen could have had a brace. It was almost an own goal, but it didn't happen. Fornals had an attempt cleared off the line as well. Very good save from the goalkeeper. I thought Bristol City's goalkeeper played very well over the whole 90 plus minutes. Very good performance from him. What was it, 5-6 minutes in the first half and 4 minutes of added time in the second as well. So it's 101, 102 minutes. I thought he had an amazing game and kept Bristol in it. You know, Fornals was like a man possessed, really playing well. He really did play well. I was very impressed with him. Very impressed with his performance. And we go in 1-0 up, a little bit nervy. The atmosphere was dead. I don't think there was a lot of season ticket holders there. I could be wrong, but the atmosphere is normally a lot better than that for a cup game. It really is. So I'm not saying they're not. It's just, it was the weirdest atmosphere I've ever heard, especially being 1-0 up very early. There was hardly any Come On You Iron songs sung at all. There was definitely no bubbles as well, for that matter, in the first half or second. You know, it was just, yeah. But we go in 1-0 up at half time. Laboured performance, shall we say, to the least. Absolutely was. You know, Bonner came on for Mavropanos 39-40 minutes in. Mavropanos picked up an injury. That's a real shame. It's not the last of the injuries we're going to be talking about either, as well, for that matter, guys. But second half rolls around. Before we talk about second half, full credit to Bristol City. Grew in confidence. We were abject to say the least. It really was. It's not the performance we should have. It should have been in a cup performance. It really genuinely shouldn't have been, especially going leading so early. Now, to give his credit, Conway, the substitute, and he's an academy graduate as well for Bristol City, scored an unbelievable equaliser. So many mistakes from everybody in the build up to it. Gave them so much space, not intercepting the pass enough, just standing around. That was the game in general. And you know, as Soufal came off on the 74th, 75th minute. Johnson came on, it was sublime. Fornals came off. The man who was leading the line, playing really, really well for us. I don't get it. I just don't understand that substitution. Brought on Danny Ings, which, apart from the highlight, you guys would have seen the way we missed the goal towards the end of the second half. He did do some good balls. To be fair, he played pretty well. He did play pretty well. We was sitting there as a number 10, really more than anything else. Cornet came on as well in place of Alvarez, I think it was. But it was just Fornal and Cornet coming on, Alvarez for Ings, etc. Whichever way round you want to look at it. It just wasn't good enough, guys. It really wasn't good enough. And full credit to Bristol City. They really wanted it. They grew into the second half massively. They really, really did. Cornet, I thought, played well when he came on. I was holding his leg at full time, as was Bowen. You know, we've got 4 players now out from who started this, who played this game. Mavropanos and Paquetá, Bowen potentially, Antonio as well, going down in training with a knee problem again. It's not looking good, and then we've got to go to Ashton Gate next weekend, if I remember correctly, for the replay. I think it's the 14th or 15th, something like that. It's not good. It's not the way it should have been in any shape or form. But as I say, full credit to Bristol City. Once they got the equaliser, they absolutely held their own, and fair play to them. They defended really, really well. But guys, as always, thank you very much for your time. Put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on this. I'm sure a lot of people aren't going to be happy. But it is what it is. So yeah, we're going to do the preview at some point this coming week for the cup game away at Ashton Gate. To the replay. So we'll see what happens with that. But in the meantime, guys, have a fantastic start to your week. And if anybody's been affected by the tube strikes that are basically up and running now as the time of this recording, I hope you get into and from work okay for the majority of next week. In the meantime, guys, look after yourselves, and I'll see you very soon. All the best now. Take care.